Hey guys, I have a werewolf tutorial for today. I'm using some prosthetic pieces. This is a fake nose from Spirit Halloween store. Literally all I did was just glue it on my face with liquid latex, but you can use Spirit glue or whatever you have as an adhesive. Yeah, so just that. And then the eyebrow piece I actually made myself. If you can see the other one here. All it is molding putty that I got at the dollar store. It's the one with, it's supposed to be like rubber bouncing putty, and it's really lightweight because it has all this air in it. So that's why I chose that one, because it will stay really well on my face because it's super light. So I just molded that into an eyebrow shape, and then I painted it with face paint, this honey brown color that I've been using in a lot of my tutorials lately. And then I glued hair on it with liquid latex that dries clear. And this poor little guy here is losing all of his hair today to help me do this. So pretty easy, all stuff that you can probably find very quickly. And yeah, this tutorial doesn't take very long, so it's pretty easy to do yourself. So let's get started. Okay, so first thing you're going to do obviously is apply your nose. I took it out, it's hollow on the inside, and painted liquid latex all around the outside of the plastic. Just stuck it on and held it like this for a couple minutes, and then it dried on pretty well. You can see close up all the latex around the edge. So the only thing is this nose comes in a very strange color that's like almost yellow. So I did have to go over it with foundation to make it match the rest of my skin. But first thing I'm going to do is taking I have 4 different types of foundation here. This one is a 215. Let's see what they call this color. They don't have a name for it. It's a pretty dark brown foundation. I have this one here. This one's like a caramel color. I have another dark one that's similar to this, but it's got a little more honey in it. And this one is creamier than this. And then this other foundation here, which is the color that's here, so just a light tan color. So first thing I'm doing is taking my darkest foundation. And I've got a flat, I think this is a concealer brush originally, but I just use it for my tutorials now. Wasn't a good quality one. So first thing I'm doing is taking the darkest color and painting that all around the outside of my face, right up in my hairline. Okay, so there is that all around the outside. Taking the one that's a similar color but very creamy, taking that and just going over the outside, or the inside edge, sorry. And that will just help it blend into the next color I'm applying. Now with this color here, and then my lightest color. Okay, so there is that, and the next thing I'm doing is just taking my finger and blending it all together. So you want to use like a softer cream foundation to make it blend well, which mine are really warm right now too, because of the drawer I keep them in, so they blend very well. So it's like a nice gradient sort of effect. Okay, so there is that. Next thing I'm going to do is apply this eyebrow piece. So I have liquid latex. This one is Jordane Cosmetics. I got it at the IMAT, so this one's probably not widely available, but that Spirit Halloween store where I get all this stuff, that's only open like this season, has a lot of cheap stuff like this, like big jugs of latex and stuff, so you can probably get some stuff there as well to do this. So I'm just using a little bit of that, taking it on my spatula and applying it to the back of this. So you can see that putty stuff that I used, it was like a bright yellow color before, that's why I had to paint it. But it's pretty crafty. I think I'm going to use it for more tutorials this year. I'm too cheap to go out and buy all this like stuff to do all the special effects. Besides the nose, it was like $8, which I found very reasonable. Yeah, so I'm just applying that right above my eyebrow because you don't want latex on your eyebrow. So I'm just going to hold that there and let it dry. Okay, so that's still drying. As you can see, this one has a lot more hair around the outside than this one, so it makes it look bigger. So I'm going to start gluing some of that. So look away if you're squeamish. I'm going to cut some hair off this guy. So just have a little piece like that. Latex on the spatula again. And just at the top there is where I'm going to apply it. I like to just dab it in and then pull it off, and some pieces stick nicely. And once I have a bunch on there, I'm just going to use the latex again to go over it and make it stick well. And then this dries clear, obviously, so you'll see what that looks like later once it's dry. I'm also going to glue a patch onto my chin where I have like a little soul patch there right now. Just going to glue more onto the other side. And then around the nose and on my cheek is the last couple places. Okay, so obviously you can see those bright white spots of glue. So I'm just going to let that dry and then I'll continue. What I can do for right now is just the lips. It was covered with that light foundation. Just going to go on the inside with black eyeshadow. Black. And most use color. Fluffy brush. Just on the inside of the lips, and that's it. And then for the eyes, I'm using this dark brown here. Just for up by the brow bone. And then on the lid, I'm using this like natural tan color there. This is like my skin color's version of nude. I'm just putting that on the lid. Oh, that's just a piece of glue. And then my usual cat eye I'm gonna do with eyeliner and then curl my lashes. Okay, so it's taking the latex a long time to dry, so I'm just going to keep going while that's drying. Next thing I'm doing is painting in all these little like hair things with the face paint. So I'm using a dark brown color here with a thin wet brush, and I'm going to start going darkest to lightest with the face paint. So just fine little brush strokes. I don't know if this color will show up very well on camera, but the rest of them will. Hopefully you can all see that. And if it's too dark, you can always just smudge it with your finger. So next thing I'm doing is taking that honey brown color and then going from where the dark color ended. And then you want like a blonde color, which I didn't really have, so I'm using just this like golden yellow color from my Monster FX palette. I'm just doing that on the lighter part of the skin. And then repeat through, I forgot to do the eye, like near the eyebrow, so we get some through there as well. Okay, so that's pretty much it. I'm just going to let this dry and I'll show you what the finished look looks like. Okay, well there you have it. All the latex and stuff is dry, so there's a close-up of the skin and everything. The brows. Really simple to make. My little goatee. Teeth, if you have like fangs or anything, put them in. I have vampire fangs, but they require like gluing them on, so I'm not going to bother for this. Plus I can only find one of the two, so yeah, but that would really help complete the look, as well as painting your ears, obviously. I know some places sell like the pointy attachments for ears. That would be good as well. Yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. It was fairly easy. Here's the molding putty stuff that I used. It's called Bouncing Putty. Highly elastic, safe and non-toxic. Doesn't say where it's made from. Yeah, but it was actually from the dollar store, so super cheap to buy if you want to like make this. You could probably end up just making your own nose out of this if you don't want to end up buying one, but like I said, this one's super cheap. Those Spirit Halloween stores are like open everywhere now. If you live in Ontario, where I'm from, there's ones in Pickering, in Toronto, and Whitby, like everywhere they have them, and they have some pretty cool stuff in there. So yeah, I have a couple more prosthetics to use for my next couple videos from there as well, so stay tuned for more tutorials. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoy this look.